was the year Mother Nature struck back. The year American farmers truly dug in.
We are just hearing now that there is a tornado emergency. Large wedge tornado is now making its way.
It was just so bad. It was beyond what you could ever even imagine.
The National Weather Service says we are in one of the worst droughts on record.
You can't go that long without water. It wasn't just not having to rain, it was so hot. It just killed that cornfield.
The Army Corps of Engineers is making plans to blow up a levee that will save Cairo, Illinois, but flood Missouri farmland.
We just went over a bunch of our property and about 18, 19 foot of water. Water is going to do a lot of damage.
The winds won't die down for at least another month, making conditions even worse.
No, you get too depressed to even watch the weather.
Dang sure makes you want to try harder.
The American spirit. Nowhere is it more evident than in our nation's farm families. And yet the hard lives they lead make our lives better. For today, it's not just about putting food on our tables. They feed and fuel the country and the world.
The farmer, that's what keeps our country going. When the farmers ain't gonna make it, nobody's gonna make it.
Our income is planting and harvesting that crop. We have to produce an acre of something.
But you got all kinds out there. You got first, second, third generation farmers. It takes hard times to season you to appreciate the good times.
You know, you watch the forecast as a farming community all the time to see what's going to happen with the weather.
You do the best you can with what you got.
There's a will, there's a way.
You live and you go through it.
Kind of like playing the game Survivor. We can do it, and we're going to get it done, and we're going to, go on. It's not going to win. We're not going to let the weather win.
Some years, this past year, weather doesn't give you much of a choice.
You could hear the guys talking on the radio about a storm moving in.
Again, a tornado emergency now in effect.
So I relayed the message. The guys decided to bring everything home, and that's what we were doing when it hit. And then a few minutes later, there was a wall of debris coming our way.
It come fast when it come. We heard a lot of noise. Comes, I slammed the door. We ran the basement, and the dryer was on fire. 40 feet liquid flame because it broke a line. It was still raining. We had 12,000 gallons of diesel fuel within 400 feet of that flame. Well, we spent 30 years building the place, and it was gone.
Mother Nature's fury is tough on the farmers and the experts who advise them.
The guy that ends up with a small crop, because of a tornado or drought or hail, financially they're going to be hurt.
It's hot, it's dry.
I know, it's dry.
It ain't rained in a month.
Have you seen the weather? What if it doesn't rain? What are we going to do?
Just got the weather updates, and it appears they are going to miss all of the rain down where they need it.
Extreme drought conditions cover the majority of the state right now.
Check your clock. It's 1 o'clock. It's not raining. It's 3 o'clock. It's not raining.
Didn't rain for 6 weeks, something like that. Then we got 3 inches, and then it quit raining for another 6 weeks.
With the drought, it's area-wide. It's probably just write this year off and let's go on to next.
We was watching everything we'd worked for spring, just dry up and wither away.
Are flooding more than 100,000 acres of Missouri farmland.
They called me one afternoon and said, hey, the National Guard was here and they were ordering everyone to evacuate.
We're going to be fighting floods all the way down the Mississippi River to the Gulf of Mexico. This is truly an epic flood.
Okay, we just got a call. We have a new river forecast coming out and need to get to Illinois to my headquarters and move some equipment before it gets stranded and goes underwater. So that's where I'm headed.
I've never seen the river rise this quickly.
There's just really nowhere for the water to go.
It's still coming through the main breach. I think this year in Illinois is just cooked. We're just not going to get a crop in the field. It's not going to happen.
Gosh, I didn't sleep at all last night. I got to see how high the water is on the levee there. We never, as a community, thought it was something that we would face in our lifetime.
Missouri's efforts to prevent the Army Corps of Engineers from setting off explosives have failed.
One blast will send water gushing onto Missouri farmland.
It was 10 o'clock at night when they blew it up. Just came back from the levee. It's really sad. One of the farmers asked if we thought we'd ever be able to go back to farm again. At this time, we just don't know.
See that in my hand? Yeah. That's all green mold. That's not corn. So what looks like a good bean, there's nothing.
We laid people off.
It makes for a really pissy day. I'm ready for it to be over.
Hope the insurance lasts. Because if it's not there, none of us are here.
As of right now, we got $1 million worth of bills that are not paid. Pay the ones you have to.
You bought that tractor.
Yeah.
I thought you were just gonna rent that tractor.
Well.
You bought a $95,000 tractor instead of paying a year's rent. Mm-hmm. Why?
Because the payment was cheaper than the rent.
Don't you think you should at least talk to your wife before you
I knew what you thought
buy
was.
2 tractors?
Ooh, she's scared. You had the drought, frost, they're ended up way short on their crop. Now the market has plunged lower. It's not only about the money, but it's the emotion of it. They're nervous. It makes it hard for them to make the right decisions.
As long as you know you can get by, you just roll with it. It'd been more fun to go to Vegas, I guess, and put $1 million down on red, because I could have got that over with a lot faster than what this is.
With Mother Nature, if you're a farmer, that's just part of it.
Just Mother Nature. I mean, we got to go with the flow.
Mother Nature doesn't like to wait. No, she's mean old hussy.
Against the Grain, the year Mother Nature struck back, will depict the true character of what it takes to farm America's heartland in a dynamic 60-minute television special. All the challenges and all the joy, revealing and inspiring, all real from the ground up.
Harvest is fun. I mean, you get up in the morning, you get started, you work all day, you work into the night. You want to be there.
Normal harvest is usually the best time of the year. The money comes in, the bills can get paid.
We're going to be all right. It's just been one of those years from hell.
It'll be all right. We'll make it. We'll move on. Next year could be our year.